Morning, everybody. Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments for Tuesday, September 10th. Overnight trade, kind of steadyish in the corn and the wheat, but the beans and the meal a little bit on the defensive. The beans are down in the neighborhood of around 7 cents, meal down around 50 cents. The soybean oil market down around 20 points. I guess what to take of note there is that the beans and the meal are a little bit on the defensive versus the corn and the wheat and the soybean oil. So middle of the day yesterday, we had a little bit of a trend change there where the beans and the meal have been the leaders, and now we're seeing a little bit of a slippage in those two commodities versus the corn, wheat, and soybean oil. We do have a USDA report coming on up on Thursday, and I think that what we're seeing as far as the commitment trade report that we've seen, where the trade has been buying the beans and the meal, we're seeing a little bit of evening up of positions. So that is one factor that's coming in the marketplace, that report being on Thursday at 11 o'clock. And the other thing that came into the marketplace yesterday that was a little bit of a, how do you want to say it, a post-opening type of banter of news, was the fact that we saw cash markets kind of collapsing throughout the country and a little bit down at the Gulf for the corn and the soybeans. Obviously, we're starting to harvest, and it seems like the commercials are out there trying to prepare themselves and trying to see if the farmer wants to go and deliver beans and corn to them because of the fact that we have been running on tight supplies, and that kind of imploded the nearby SEP contracts for the corn, beans, and soybean meal, and it's kind of carrying over a little bit here today. So we've got a cash market implosion going on right now, a harvest upcoming, a USDA report, people that are evening up positions, and all in all, the weather forecasts, be it that we're going to get some rains or not rains, I guess the biggest thing maybe the trade's looking for is that we're not going to get any type of frost that could kind of dent the crop as we work our way forward, because the conditions did go down again, both for the corn and the beans this past week versus the week before, 2% in both the beans and the corn. I guess once again, as we said before, we're at least going to harvest a 13 billion bushel corn crop, a 3 billion bushel bean crop, and how is the farmer's marketing is going to be in anticipation of the speculator not wanting to go and try and buy in front of that and or the USDA report. That kind of has us a little bit on our heels at this point in time. Once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS. Thank you.